Quite often, I look at my life as a Twilight Zone episode, like those episodes where a guy wakes up and he's in this totally different world, totally different life. I wake up and I go, what are these other clothes hanging here? And what's this weird apartment where the furniture matches? And they go, why, you're married, sir. What, so me and some woman live here? Yes, you a woman and 2 children that are your children, sir. I don't think I could have imagined it. And I wish I could enjoy things fully. But I feel like I still haven't woken up and said, oh, this is my life.
Boing, boing, boing.
Yeah. You love playing with that. You love playing with all your stuffed animals. You love your mommy, your daddy. You like your pajamas. You love everything, don't you? Yeah. But you know what, buddy? As you get older, some of the things that you love might not seem so special anymore. You know, like Jack in the Box. Maybe you realize it's just a piece of tin and a stuffed animal. And the older you get, the fewer things you really love. By the time you get to my age, maybe it's only 1 or 2 things. With me, I think it's 1.
Hey, Grady, come on, keep it coming. All right, open the other one for me.
If a man loves the world, love of the Father's not in him. For all that's in the world, lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, pride of life, it's not of the Father, it's of the world.
When Mr. Cyrus pass away, but he who does God's will is going to live forever.
Forever.
What's the matter with you, man? How come you ain't writing nobody? What about your folks? That grandma you was telling me about? Girl? You got a mother and father, don't you? There must be somebody.
Nah, there's nobody.
I wish I could do something about this. I can't.
Sometimes you see the world so clearly, and you know just what to do, and just when to do it, just what you should have done, and when you should have done it.
You're fucking nuts!
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
What do I have to do?
But in the end, he didn't make enough. Slowly but surely, lost everything. We were bankrupt.
Let's get some ice cream.
No, Dad, I don't care about ice cream right now. What are we gonna do?
It'll be all right, George. It'll work out. It always does. I'm gonna find another job. Look, George, this is the way it goes. Sometimes you're flush and sometimes you're bust. And when you're up, It's never as good as it seems, and when you're down, you never think you're gonna be up again. But life goes on. Remember that. Money isn't real, George. Doesn't matter. It only seems like it does.
Yeah, until at the mom.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tricky one.
Hey, Dad.
What?
I'm gonna be poor, because I don't ever want to be poor.
Then you won't.
I decided right then and there I wasn't gonna live like that. I needed to get as far away as possible.
So, do you feel like maybe you want to tell me what happened in school yesterday?
Oh, I remember. Something did happen.
Yeah? What happened?
Timmy. He's a kid who's always trying to trip me. And he stole my coloring pencils off my desk when my back was turned. So I punched him in the face.
Good boy.
Jimmy.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Is that why you think you got in trouble? Because you punched him in the face? All right. I need you to listen very carefully to what I'm saying, because there are lessons again and again throughout your whole life. You gotta learn from these things, right? Here's the deal. You did not get in trouble because you punched this sneaky brat in the face. Not at all. You got in trouble because you punched a sneaky little brat in the face in front of other people.
Jimmy, I really don't think that that's the right thing to be teaching your kid.
No, that's absolutely what I should be telling him, babe. So the lesson you gotta learn is this. It's not what you do. It's when and where you do it, and who you do it to or with. Huh? You follow?
Yes, I follow. Punch people when no one's looking.
That's exactly right. If nobody sees it, it didn't happen.
So what's up, man?
Okay, look. I know I burned our bridge. You know, we're old friends and all that. Hooray. But I got no bridges left. I burned all the bridges. I burned the roads. I burned the trails. I burned the hiking path. It's all gone.
So what do you need?
I don't need anything. I just want to talk to you. I want to tell you something.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Look, man, I'm cashing in. I'm done. I'm 40 shit years old. I got nothing. I got nobody. And I don't want anything. I don't want anybody. And that's the worst part. When the want goes, that's bad. I mean, like suffering is one thing, or the not having is one thing. But when you just don't care anymore, you know, I've gone soft in the last 3 pussies I've been in. You get to a point where you go, maybe it's time to just put a period at the end of whatever this was.
So you're gonna quit comedy?
How dense are you? Comedy? Who gives a shit about comedy, man?
Well, then what are you talking about?
My life. I'm going to end it. I went to a doctor. Listen to me. I went to a doctor, and I'm just trying to get a script for Ambien, and I'm bullshitting the guy, the whole fear of flying nonsense, like I've ever been on a plane in my career. And the doctor gets this look on his face, like he knows, like he's gonna chuck me out of the office. All of a sudden, he gives me these. It's Phenomedrine.
What is it?
He tells me, only take one of these a week. It's like the strongest, most dangerous shit this side of Bangkok. He tells me, do not take more than 1. 2 of these will stop your heart.
A doctor gave you that?
Yeah, it made no sense at first. I mean, look at me. You take one look at me, you're gonna give me these with a verbal warning?
Well, why would he do that?
Because he took one look at me and he realized that's the only prescription that's gonna improve my life. It's death.
Jesus Christ, Eddie.
No, the guy's right. I mean, the guy probably deserves a Nobel Prize. And I don't need a second opinion. I'm going to Maine, I'm gonna do my show, get a lobster roll maybe, get a motel room, and then throw 3 of these things down my head with some cognac.
Why are you here telling me this right now?
You know, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to say goodbye to someone. You know, if I leave a note, it's just gonna get burned with my clothes. So I figured you for the one guy that I could say adios to.
Eddie, this is bullshit. You can't kill yourself.
Well, yes, I can. I have a note from a doctor.
He goes, right. He goes, Tom. Well, yeah. He goes, do you remember the floods? When Oxford? He goes, yeah, the floods. Do you remember the floods? So, yeah. He goes, do you remember that boy who got his foot stuck in a grate and the river kept rising? And he kept rising, and he kept rising, and eventually they tried to get him out, but he drowned. Yeah. He goes, well, that wouldn't have happened to me. Right? He goes, do you want to know why? I went, yeah, sure. He goes, because I'd have said, cut it off. Nah. Tom, what I'm trying to say is, right? What I'm trying to say is, son, is sometimes, yeah, you've got to cut a little piece of yourself off, yeah, no matter how much it hurts, in order to grow, yeah, in order to move on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I told my